Hello guys, and welcome to episode 51 of my Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough, playing as the Von Carsteins on very hard difficulty. Today we are potentially going to be taking on Chaos. We have both Vlad and Warmond here, ready and waiting to defend against Arthoriel and Glugmir. So that's kind of what we're waiting on. We've done everything else for this turn. We spent all of our cash. Our hero does not need to be moved. We don't care about the rebellion in the north. Let's move on to the next turn. There's the rebellion. Gonna be another vampire rebellion, but if it's anything like the last settlement, they're just gonna raise it, which is kind of annoying. I would have preferred if the rebel faction actually took over the settlement and kept it for themselves. That would have been much nicer. Let's see what Chaos do. This is the most important part of every turn, it's just keeping an eye on where these Chaos armies are going. Because dependent on where they're going, we need to counteract them. We have Warriors of Chaos hitting Winterpire, that was to be expected. We can just auto-resolve that, that is fine. The only thing I possibly could have done there is played it out so that I could possibly kill off the Hell Cannon with the Fellbats. That's the only outcome I could see that might work in my favour. Oh, in the last episode we did kill off the Servants to Chaos. So, well, they're not completely dead, but we killed off the armies, or the Greenskins killed off the armies that were threatening us near Caron. So Isabella's now able to move towards Chaos as well, which is great. Put us in a really good position, because we will have like 4 armies, and we can probably get the 2-on-2s going, and the 3-on-2s on those armies, which will be very, very good for us. Now, since we have so many Blood Knights, we should be able to defeat them quite nicely, as long as I'm heading up against things like Chaos Knights, because Blood Knights should defeat Chaos Knights quite well. Just going to slow down the end timer just so that I see what Varg does in Servants to Chaos. That's just Varg moving one of their agents. And the Black Spider Tribe, what do they want? They want a peace treaty, and they're offering me 2,000 for it. Okay, can we maybe get a bit more? It says the likelihood of success is high, so yeah, we can probably push like 2,500 maybe. Yeah, that's still high. Let's ask for that. I won't push it anymore, just in case. I'd much rather have the peace with those rogue armies, otherwise it can get quite frustrating to play against. That's 2,500 extra cash. Not bad. Okay. We have a mission issued to raid a region belonging to enemies of the Silver Host. And that's all fine. Okay. So, Vlad's Vampire has leveled up. Let's go ahead and give her Grave Ward. I think that's actually really good because she has a Hellsteed, so she's in the sky. And when we end up against like the factions that have a lot of archers, that will stop her taking so much damage, so that's really good. One thing I do need to do actually is move towards Kislev, because then I can raise dead. So that's what I'm going to look to do here. We'll move into the edge of the province. I'll get rid of these 2 skeleton warriors. And we will raise whatever we can here. We've actually got quite a nice choice. We've got Vargeis are a potential. Canwraiths, Graveguard. I think more Graveguard might be good. Actually, we've got 3 units of normal Graveguard and then 4 units of Graveguard with great weapons. Let's go 1 Graveguard, and I think Canwraiths actually do pretty well against Chaos units, so we'll bring in some of those as well. They do have armor piercing and they are ethereal, so against things like Chosen, they can soak quite a lot of damage. Anyway, we may as well have Vlad head towards Arthoriel here. It looks like he's actually on his own, so yeah, we may as well sort of head towards him, if Warman can keep up, that is. Yeah, Warman should be able to keep up. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll have Warmond come up and stay behind, because I want them to attack Vlad first, if anything, since he has Vanguard, which will make using these Blood Knights a lot more simple. The Sthoriel here only has 16 out of 20. Glugmir, he has a bunch of Chaos Knights and Chaos Giants, but against like 2 sets of Blood Knights, I think we should be fine. I'll have to wait and see. Anyway, Isabella has their Banshee leveled up. I think it's time to go for Survivalist to get that HP increase. And we shall carry on eastward towards Chaos. Lovely. That is pretty much everything else done, although this guy has leveled up. So let's go ahead and sort out his magic. Master of the Dead. Passive ability. What does this do? Target, if undead, replenishes hit points of combatants. Allies affected in range is 30 meters. So that's a regeneration aura. Oh, okay, that's pretty good actually. I didn't notice that before. I think the Curse of Undeath is better though, because it's, when I'm casting, it resurrects their combatants map wide, which is really good. So we'll use that. Then we'll get the other one, the Master of the Dead. Okay, so he's currently recruiting a corpse cart. Can't I just raise one from the dead? Yeah, I can. So we'll just cancel that. And I will just raise one. Lovely. And that's actually completed a mission, which gives us War Machine focus, minus recruitment costs for chariots and war machines, and extra recruit rank. Not really that ideal, since I'm not going to be recruiting anymore. But with that army now complete, we can actually start marching up towards Chaos as well. Wonderful. So that's that sorted. Now we have 8,900 left. Where do we want to spend it? I'm going to look at Kron first. I think everything's okay here. Marienberg, we possibly upgrade the walls. What about over at Karazakarek? Oh, we did want to upgrade this to a witch house, didn't we? So let's go ahead and do that. And I think we'll just hold on to the rest of the cash for the time being.
Your wish, master.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and end the turn. So we're still making 4,900 a turn, even with a full 4th army, which is really, really nice. Definitely increases our power. And since it's basically all Graveguard and Blood Knights, it's a pretty scary army, honestly, against Chaos. What's Glugmir gonna do? Gonna march on down? Oh, here comes Sthoriel. And they're attacking Warmond. Oh, okay. So they could attack him. That's kind of annoying. I wanted them to attack Vlad. Oh well, Warmond's not like that bad. And honestly, this will give him a lot of experience if he wins. So we're going to have a nice old 2v1 here. Or 2v2, sorry. Sthoriel with the Chosen, which are terrifying. The Chaos Warriors with Halberds are really annoying. There's a bunch of Chaos Warriors in there though. But yeah, these Chaos Knights, I should be able to deal with them quite well. And the Chaos Spawn. It's those Horse Masters that I'm actually worried about. I do have Chill Guys, so I should be able to chase them down. But I've only got one set of them, so that's gonna suck. Let's go ahead and fight this on the battle map. So my best bet will probably be to wait for reinforcements, I think. Or I could maybe just try and engage this initial army, because this initial army is actually weaker, I think, than the secondary army that's coming in. So it might be worth trying to just wipe this one out before I engage the secondary. Saying that, we do have quite a nice position here. Yeah, we have a huge hill that we can use to defend, but our reinforcements are coming up behind them. Of course they are. That is not good at all, especially considering we're coming in at the bottom of the hill there. That is terrible. Absolutely awful. Okay, well, we're going to have to do something about that, which means we're basically going to have to advance, even though I don't really want to. I'm going to keep these guys relatively close together. We're going to accompany them with the Mortis engine. I'll also have my White King and Vampire Lord there. Let's go ahead and group those up, make that a locked control group. And then what we need to do is have my Blood Knights, not the Black Knights, the Blood Knights grouped together. We'll go in 2 separate groups, so I have them on left and right, and then we'll have the Vampire in the mid with the Vargeist. That's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and start the deployment, start the battle. What I'm going to do is we're going to just charge straight towards them. They've gone ahead and deployed near the reinforcements. Okay. That's annoying. I mean, best bet then might be trying to fall back and get Vlad's army all the way around to the side, but I don't want to leave Vlad exposed on his own against 2 Chaos armies. That would be rather terrible. So maybe we should start moving forwards a little bit on the right side. Sort of like this. And then hope that Vlad can get over here with his forces sooner than later. The Blood Knights should be able to. But I'm not sure about other forces. Now, is my Vampire on a Hellsteed? No, she's not. Okay, well, she just needs to stick with Group 1 then. These Blood Knights, I can move to the right. I'll keep these guys on the left, I think. And I might actually put them up in this forest area. Just for the time being. Keep them hidden up there. They are actually hidden down below. I need to have my Chill guys run down these Horse Masters. It looks like they've split them up, which is rather smart of the AI. But first things first, I do need to make sure that Vlad's army is out the way. Right, and basically what's going to happen here is, as soon as I engage with the Chill Geist, we need to have some Blood Knights back them up. The good thing about the Chill Geist is we have a slowing aura effect on them, which is really, really useful. Right, these guys, they all need to get over here. And they can be... Actually, let's put Vlad in that group as well. Be group 4. Okay, that's fine. Actually, they need to be in group 4 as well. Okay, so group 4 can move here. That's fine. Then we need to have our new Vampire come over. She's flying, so that's fine. And then I'll probably just put all of these into one group. So we'll go group 5. And they can run over here, I think, just behind, possibly. Actually, maybe just behind the front line. Because I will have to engage things like giants and so on. Vargeist need to get over here. Cool. Have the other Vargeist come in yet? No, they haven't. Okay. That was confusing me for a second. Let's put them into a separate group. Alright, so that's going to be one unit of Marauder Horsemasters dealt with. Then we can have the Chill guys go for another one. Which is fine. And I'll have another unit come in and engage. I do need to kind of bait them there. So we'll move out of range. I can also use this lady to chase one down.
We are the new order.
Oh, that might do a lot of damage. Oh, it did as well. That's really nice.
Swiftly.
Okay, I've got to be very careful here. Oh, that's the Hell Cannon. Hello, Hell Cannon. How you doing? That's going to come in and do a lot of damage. Oh, damn. Okay. Let's maybe have my Vargeist go and deal with that. I mean, I've still got all these Blood Knights hidden there. I kind of feel like Group 1 should move more aggressively. Let's go ahead and do that. Because Group 4 is about to get engaged down here, which is not good. And I need to have my Blood Knights come back. Because that's a bunch of Chaos Knights. Now there is Gehenna's Golden Hounds there. That's how many units? 4 units of Chaos Knights with 2 units of Chaos Spawn. Alright, let's substitute a unit of Blood Knights then. We'll bring one of those down. We've ran off those Horse Masters, which is good. Cool, I think we're okay. Sorry if I'm going to pause this quite a lot, but I'm going to have to make sure that I do. Alright, time to get all of these Blood Knights involved. I'm going to have a few come around the side, but we got to push in some from this side for sure. Let's kill off these Chaos Knights. They will die very quickly. Right, what we can do here is now bring over these Chaos Knights. I'm going to have one of them go kill the Hell Cannon. That's pretty important. And I need to get my Vargeist down to this engagement because that is certainly kicking off big time. Okay, let's may as well use this Arcane Conduit. Do I have Arcane Conduit on this one? Yes, I do. Okay, so we'll use that Arcane Conduit just to give us more power reserves. Then what I need to do is look for a decent engagement here. Oh, that's... oh, Christ, that's a Blood Knight unit gone. I'll try and get the Pit of Shades down. Just to do a lot of damage there. Make the most of that. Right, we need to get involved here. Now, one thing that is good about this is a lot of their forces are down in this area, which allows me to kind of charge down upon them, which should be pretty nice. But my Mortis Engine is not involved yet, and that's a problem. Let's have Warmond and the White King engage the Chaos Knight. That's fine. These guys can quite happily engage on the left there. Do I have another Blood Knight unit? I've got the Black Knights. Can bring those up. We'll use these Blood Knights to hit the Chaos Knights. That is fine. I think I'll bring back this Blood Knight to kill the Giant. Okay. So this is a pretty ridiculous fight we got going on down here. Let's just make sure we are invocating. And then what we can do is look to engage with our Vargeist somewhere. Probably into all of these Chaos Warriors. Because that's going to absolutely smash the crap out of them. Right, meanwhile we need to get this Blood Knight over. We are killing off their Chaos Knights quite well, so that's good. Okay, so that's some Chaos Knights engaged there. I think I'll have the Mortis Engine continue the engagement against those Chaos Knights because the magic should kill them off. That's fine. We've killed off the Hell Cannon more or less. Okay, and we've killed off these Chaos Trolls. That's nice. We have to be very careful with this engagement, that's for sure. But what we can do here, due to them all grouping up like this, is get a really nice Pit of Shades going down. I'm not sure where this lady is, but she is taking a lot of damage. I should move her out. What about my other vampire? She should be close by, and I should be able to get a really nice Pit of Shades on here soon enough. That's going to be 8 seconds away, though. She doesn't have Immortal Will, does she? But she does have Tormentor Sword. We could use Tormentor Sword here to stop the Giant from running away. Let's do that. Cool. Right, we have some warriors that are rallying. I should probably use that Rallying Cry ability that I have. That one. The Animus one. And she should be able to use that magic now. Yeah, Pit of Shades. Here we go. Going to be a double one. Right on top of all of those units. Lovely jubbly. And we've killed off 2 units of Chaos Knights there. Let's go run down these ones. These guys need to come around the back and start engaging as well. Overall, this hasn't been too bad so far, but losing units is not ideal. Like, I have allowed some units to get caught out when I really shouldn't have. Anyway, let's continue this fight. We'll push down into the Chaos Knights again here. That is fine. Over on this left side, we need to kill off these Chaos Warriors, so let's engage those. I'll have the Blood Knights just leave. Actually, let's have them continue to chase the chariot just to kill that off. We didn't actually see what the damage the Vortex did, which is unfortunate, but I think I have to make sure that I'm paying attention elsewhere. It's very important that I am doing so. Let's get another invocation going. And I should probably have Vlad engage Sithoriel. Okay, nice. As for these chill guys, let's make sure we're engaging the Horse Masters. The Horse Masters are actually being affected by the slowing aura, so that should be quite good for us. These guys need to come around and attack the Chaos Knights there. Let's continue to engage the Chaos Trolls, that's fine. Well, we managed to catch on to the Mortal Horse Masters, that's good. And we do have this unit up here that killed off the Chaos, or the Hell Cannon. Okay, good. What's happening here? That's another unit of Blood Knights that's in trouble. How are my Vargeist doing, actually? I should probably bring them back, because they've taken quite a lot of damage. And maybe wait for another invocation here. Use Wand of Jet just to increase power reserves. We can use Arcane Conduit again, so we'll do that on both of my ladies as well. This lady can actually use another double pit here, which will be really good. Oh, that magic's horrible. But then again, so is mine. That is a lot of damage being done. And we can just charge straight into the back of them after that finishes. So that's Chaos Warriors. I just need to target Chaos Knights if they're in there somewhere. I can't really see. Let's target the Chaos Giant. That'll take us nice and deep into their lines. Alright, over here we need to engage there. Have these engage that. I may as well have my Vampire come down and get involved. She's actually pretty decent in melee. We caught onto the Mortal Horse Masters. That's good. Blood Knights may as well charge into the back of those. Actually, we should charge into the back of the Chaos Knights. That's fine. Oh, the setup of this battle was really awful. The reinforcements came in a completely different place than I expected. But let's just make sure that we push forwards now with all we got. And I can get another beautiful invocation off onto all of these units. As we continue to smash into them, and I think that's actually caused a chain route, yeah. Beautiful. Okay, that's good. Although we did lose 2 Blood Knights out of Vlad's army, and we lost, I think, 1 out of Warman's, which is really not good. We killed Sithoriel though, which is nice. Let's just make sure we're running all of these down. I'd say the one good thing is that I still have some quite high strength Blood Knights. That's like one good thing to come out of all of this. Because some of them are still quite decently manned. Let's just run down the Chaos Giant there. We should run down that Giant, run down those Chaos Warriors with Halberds, and we'll run down the Chaos Warriors with Halberds there as well. Okay, cool. So just going to do as much damage as I can. And one thing that I'm not going to do is invocate at the end of the battle, because recently I did discover a bug that caused my game to crash whilst invocating, and it's not the first time it's happened, so I kind of know the reason now. But basically what happens is, like, after a battle finishes, if I just sit there and invocate like 3 times over, I think it causes like a memory leak and it just crashes the game, so I am not going to be doing that too much from now on. Rather, I'm just going to run down the enemy forces and rely on replenishment from the battle map. From the campaign map, that is. Let's go ahead and just try and kill this Chaos Knight if we can. I'm going to get another unit to come in and try and help out. The reason I've told that vampire to come over is so I can potentially stop this from moving, but I don't think we're going to be able to. I might just be able to use the Melkos Mystifying Miasma on it to slow it down enough. I just want to kill him before he gets out, but it looks like he will be able to walk past my Blood Knights unless they manage to hold him at the edge there. No, not quite. Okay, well, let's just try and run down these ones since they're still on the field. And that is fine. Just get Arcane Conduit going. How many power reserves do we have? 23. We would have enough for 1 invocation, but I personally don't want to risk it because we have just won a battle against 2 Chaos armies, which is really, really nice. And that's exactly what happened previously when I was recording another episode, but then the game crashed. So I don't want it to happen again. This was definitely a lot less clean than that was, but there we go. Let's go ahead and end the battle there for the decisive victory. So Tutorial has been beaten. We have wiped out his army more or less. It seems as though the Chosen did get away. The best thing we can hope for now is that we get the Death Rise Again, or Dead Rise Again, because that will potentially bring back some Blood Knights, which would be really cool. Yeah, Warmond only lost 1 unit of Blood Knights. Otherwise didn't lose a single unit. Whereas Vlad's army certainly took a beating, and I might have to send him back to pick up some more Blood Knights. Those Pit of Shades actually from my Vampire must have done so much damage. And 114 kills. Dead Rise Again, I'm not entirely sure what that affected. It looked like just the Cairn race there, which is kind of sad. But oh well. We will go ahead and take the money from that battle, since that is 2070. Crazy stuff. That's 2 armies dealt with. There's Archeon. He's going to be accompanied by Grog. They've gone ahead and wiped out some of the Skaven, which is nice. And we stole a Shrieking Blade, which is nice because we barely have any weapons and stuff. That one enables magical attacks and causes fear and terror, so that's quite nice. Just speed up the rest of the turns. We'll just slow it down for Varg and the Servants to Chaos, just in case another army decides to pop up. I think the rest of the Servants to Chaos will be elsewhere, for sure. Well, that's good. Morlock got defeated at Fort Stragoth. Looks like Varg's just ruining Clan Moldra as well. That's really good, actually, that the Chaos are attacking the Skaven. That's working out very well in our favour. But we're now on 14,771. I do need to finish off this army, so I'm probably going to use Warman to do that, since he does have the best army to do so, whilst Vlad's is just looking absolutely destroyed. Let's go back to our homeland, and we will grab ourselves some more Blood Knights. Okay. Meanwhile, Woman can finish off this guy.
Then go.
Lovely. And we will again take the cash for that, which is fine. And then we will march into our own lands. Can I recruit anything from Kalakangor? No, I can't.
This better be important.
Oh, I can get back into my lands here. The reason it's important I get back into my lands is so I get the replenishment, like that. And I think since I don't really want to bring this army all the way back to get myself 1 Blood Knight unit, I think I'm just going to get myself a Vargeist. Now Warmond has leveled up. He needs 25 to get a Zombie Dragon. So we will wait until the next one to give him the Hellsteed. Let's go for possibly Dark Knight, because his defense is just awful in general. As for the Vampire, probably good that she gets the Barded Nightmare now, just so that she's a little bit more mobile on the battlefield. Cool. Isabella, of course, working her way up That is fine. And now we've got to find out where we want to spend 15,000, which is quite substantial. Like, I'm thinking of maybe upgrading my infrastructure for recruiting troops. So here we could go ahead and build up the cemetery to the mausoleum, and then in this slot we could build the ancient armory and reliquary. I could also upgrade this to the Necromancer's Tower so we can recruit mortis engines. That's probably a good idea, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. That's going to spend the whole 15,000. It's crazy how expensive the vampire buildings are sometimes, but in the late game you kind of run out of money to spend, or you kind of have too much money to spend, so I guess that kind of makes up for it. Anyway, what we need to do is have Rudiger stick with Warmond, so there's no point in marching him ahead. Those two can now hang out, they can be best buddies. And Oswald, maybe I should have him join Vlad.
I will not betray you.
Yeah, let's put this Necromancer in Vlad's army, and then just recruit maybe like a couple more Blood Knights. Actually, we could go for maybe more. Let's get rid of these Ken race, and we'll have 6 Blood Knights, and then Oswald can also join. That is fine. Okay, so we'll leave him where he is for now, since Vlad's nowhere near. Infiltrate noble houses is finished next turn. But that is all for this turn, and all for this episode, because unfortunately, it has been my time. What I'm going to do in the next episode is, hopefully, take on Archeon, Udakai, and Grog here, and we'll wipe out Chaos once and for all. Once that's occurred, we'll be in a really good position to wipe out the rest of the forces north, like Varg and Norska and Clan Mulder, and that would work out really, really well. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for here. But that's all for now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.